The night Lagos decided to change Jidenna's life forever did not look special at first. It began like every other Friday evening. Traffic shouting like angry drummers, danfo drivers fighting with conductors, street hawkers chasing moving cars with gala and bottled water. The rain had just started, slow and lazy at first, tapping gently on the zinc roofs around CMS. Jidenna zipped his jacket and began packing his phone accessories from his table. He had sold almost nothing that day, but he was used to it. Lagos could be sweet one moment and wicked the next, like a friend who hugged you but stole your wallet. He was about to step out when he heard footsteps. No, not footsteps. Running, fast, desperate. Then he heard the scream. A girl's voice, sharp, terrified, breaking. "Somebody help me, please." Jidenna froze. Lagos had trained him well. If you hear someone shouting thief, run. If you hear gunshots, duck. But a girl crying for help at night under the rain. He couldn't walk away. He looked ahead and saw her. A young girl, barefoot, soaked, her white shirt torn at the shoulder, her hair dripping like she'd been pulled through water. Behind her were two men, big and angry, chasing with long sticks. Something inside Jidenna snapped. Without thinking, he threw down his bag and rushed into the street. "Hey!" he shouted. "Leave that girl alone!" one of the men hissed. "Mind your business, boy. This no concern you." But Jidenna stepped forward anyway. He wasn't sure if he was brave or stupid, but that girl looked like she was running for her life. When the men reached him, one tried to push him aside. Jidenna blocked his arm and punched him in the face. A wild, imperfect punch, but strong enough. The second man swung his stick, grazing Jidenna's shoulder, sending pain shooting down his arm. Jidenna staggered but didn't fall. The girl hid behind him, shaking. "Who are you people?" Jidenna asked, breathing hard. "This girl must follow us." The taller one spat on the ground. "She belonged to someone." Jidenna's heart tightened. "Belong to who? Is she a goat?" A small crowd began forming. The men noticed. Lagos people loved drama, but they also loved recording fights. Phones were already up. The men exchanged a look. They knew trouble was growing. The shorter one growled, "This no be the last time you go see us. Give us the girl." "Over my dead body," Jidenna said quietly. They hissed, backed away slowly, and disappeared into the darkness. As soon as they left, the girl collapsed to her knees. Thank you, please don't let them take me." Jidenna knelt beside her. "You're safe now. What's your name?" She swallowed hard. "Zara." Her voice was soft, trembling, but there was something pure about it, something broken too. "Okay, Zara, let's get out of here. You're shivering." He took off his jacket and placed it around her shoulders. She flinched at first, then relaxed. They walked in silence until they reached his small face. "May I face you compound in Olowokbowo." The rain had stopped, but Zara's teeth still chattered. Mama Nkechi, Jidenna's foster mother, opened the door just as they arrived. "Jidenna, where you dey since? I dey worry." But when she saw Zara, wet and afraid, her tone softened. "Chai, my daughter, what happened to you?" Zara looked down. I don't know where to go. They want to take me." Mama Nkechi placed a wrapper over her shoulders. "Come inside, my child. Sit down. You're safe here." Jidenna warmed some water and Mama Nkechi made tea. Zara held the cup with shaking hands. "Those people, the ones chasing you, who are they?" Jidenna asked. Zara looked up slowly, her eyes distant. "I don't remember much. I only know I woke up in a strange room weeks ago. I ran away. They've been following me since." Jidenna and Mama Nkechi exchanged worried glances. You don't know any family, any name, any place? Mama Nkechi asked gently. Zara shook her head. Nothing. I only remember, she touched her shoulder, a birthmark. My mother used to tell me it meant something. What kind of birthmark? Jidenna asked. A small crescent shape, right here. She pushed her sleeve down slightly. Jidenna's heart skipped. His mother had once described a crescent-shaped birthmark on a baby girl she lost at the hospital. The day before she died, his hands trembled, but he said nothing, not yet. Zara sipped her tea and whispered, "Thank you for saving me. I don't know why, but I feel safe with you." And that night, while Lagos slept under the heavy clouds, Jidenna lay awake staring at the ceiling. One question burning in his chest. Who exactly was Zara? For days after Zara arrived, Lagos seemed to move differently around her. Like the city itself knew she was never supposed to be lost. Mama Nkechi treated her like a daughter, bathing her wounds, feeding her, praying over her. Jidenna, on the other hand, found himself watching her from a distance, studying her, trying to understand the strange pull he felt. But the most confusing part, the birthmark. Each time Zara passed by, the image of his late mother flashed in his mind. The night she whispered, barely breathing, "Your sister, they took her. Crescent mark. Don't forget." He had been 10 years old. He never forgot. He just never found her. Now here was this girl, with the exact same mark, running from unknown enemies. His heart was no longer calm. The first flashback. One evening, Zara sat outside the compound, staring at the sunset like it was trying to talk to her. Jidenna joined her quietly. "You're thinking again," he said. She looked at him, eyes soft. "I keep seeing the same thing, like a dream, but not a dream." "What do you see?" She hesitated, then whispered, "A woman. She's crying. Someone is dragging me away. I hear shouting. A man shouting. Then fire." Jidenna's chest tightened. "A woman crying? Who?" he asked. "I don't know," but her voice felt warm, like hers. She pointed to Mama Nkechi inside the house. Jidenna swallowed hard. "Maybe you're remembering your mother." Zara frowned deeply, confused. "I don't know if I ever had one." Those words stabbed Jidenna. "You did," he said softly. "Everyone has a mother." Zara looked away again. "I hope mine didn't give up on me, wherever she is." Jidenna almost said she didn't. He almost told Zara about the birthmark, about his mother's dying words, about the baby girl stolen at birth. But then he stopped. What if he was wrong? What if hope destroyed her? So he kept quiet. The men returned that same night at 2 a.m. A knock thundered at the gate. Mama Nkechi jumped up from sleep. "Who be that for this kind time?" Jidenna grabbed a torchlight and approached quietly. He opened the peephole. Two men stood outside, not just any men, the same ones from CMS. His heart dropped. "Open the gate," the taller one growled. "We just want talk." "Talk to who? At 2 a.m.? Are you mad?" Jidenna snapped. The second man leaned close to the metal and hissed, "Return the girl you dey hide. If not, no go like wetin go happen to you." Jidenna's stomach tightened. He stepped back and whispered urgently to Mama Nkechi, "Wake Zara, now." Mama Nkechi woke her. Zara's eyes widened with fear. "They found me," she whispered. "How?" Jidenna asked. She shook her head violently. "I don't know. I don't know anything." A sudden slam hit the gate. They were trying to break in. Jidenna stood between Zara and the door, breathing hard. "Get her to the back." he told Mama and Kechi. I'll hold them. No, Zara cried. They will kill you. Jidenna forced a smile. They can try. He grabbed a metal rod lying beside the door. The gate slammed again, then silence. Jidenna waited, torchlight trembling in his hand. A voice from outside whispered, "This is not over." Footsteps faded. They had left for now. Zara slid down to the floor, shaking uncontrollably. "Why won't they leave me alone?" she cried. Jidenna gently lifted her. "I won't let anything happen to you, I promise." But deep down, his spirit was trembling. Why were grown men chasing a girl who claimed she knew nothing, who wanted her alive so badly? And why did her face, her eyes, her birthmark feel like pieces from a forgotten puzzle? The DNA idea. The next morning, while Zara helped Mama and Kechi pound yam, Jidenna stepped outside to think. His mind was spinning. Birthmark, flashbacks, a stolen baby, same age, same mark. Could Zara really be? He pulled out his phone and searched online for free DNA test centers in Lagos. Most were expensive, but one NGO offered discounted tests for lost children. His heartbeat quickened. When he returned inside, Zara looked up at him innocently. "Where did you go?" Jidenna forced a smile. "Just outside," but the way he stared at her made Zara uneasy. "Why are you looking at me like that?" she asked. Jidenna swallowed. "Zara, would you be willing to do a DNA test?" Her eyes widened. "DNA? Why?" "I just want to help you find your family." Zara looked down at her hands. "But what if I don't want to know?" she whispered. "What if the truth hurts?" "Sometimes," Jidenna said softly, "the truth is the only thing that can save you." After a long silence, Zara nodded. "Okay, I'll do it." A strange memory. That night, Zara woke up sweating, breathing like someone who had been running. She walked to the small mirror near the window. Her reflection seemed distant. She whispered, "I want to remember." Then suddenly a flash. In her mind, she saw a hospital room, a crying woman with a wrapper, a nurse carrying a baby, a man shouting, "Don't touch her." Footsteps, a scream, the baby disappearing through the door. Zara gasped. I, I think someone took me." Her knees weakened, but she didn't know. Jidenna, unable to sleep, stood behind her in the doorway, watching her whisper to the mirror. His face was pale, because he now believed only one thing. Zara might be his long-lost sister, and if she was, then whoever kidnapped her 19 years ago was still looking for her, and they were getting closer. The morning after Zara's memory flashed, the entire house felt like it was holding its breath. Jidenna paced outside, unable to calm the storm growing inside his chest. Zara sat in the living room, fidgeting with her fingers. Mama and Kechi watched the two of them carefully. She could sense something heavy approaching. By afternoon, Jidenna took Zara to the NGO center in Surulere. The nurse was gentle. "We'll take a small cheek swab," she said. Zara nodded silently, gripping Jidenna's palm like a child. When they finished, the nurse said, "You get your results by evening." Evening. A single word that suddenly felt like a lifetime away. The return of danger. When they got home, Mama Nkechi was cooking jollof rice to calm her nerves, but something felt wrong. Too quiet. Lagos was never quiet. Jidenna stepped outside to buy pure water. When he noticed a black jeep parked across the road, his heart dropped. The two men from CMS were inside, watching, waiting. He rushed inside. "They're back," he whispered. Zara froze, spoon falling from her hand. Mama Nkechi stood. "Jesus, these people again? What do they want?" Before anyone could react, the compound gate swung open violently. The men entered. This time, they were not alone. A woman stepped in behind them, tall, elegant, expensive wrapper, gold jewelry, eyes sharp like blade. Her presence carried authority and danger. Zara gasped. I, I think I've seen her before. The woman smiled coldly. Of course you have, my dear. Jidenna stepped in front of Zara. Who are you? Why are you after her? The woman brushed invisible dust from her sleeve. My name is Madame Adana, she said calmly, and she, pointing at Zara, is supposed to be dead. Mama Nkechi screamed, Blood of Jesus! Zara's whole body shook. Dead? Why? Madame Adana's expression tightened. You were taken from the hospital 19 years ago, not kidnapped, removed, removed from your mother. Zara trembled. My mother, where is she? Madame Adana's smile twisted. She's dead. She died because of you. Zara screamed and collapsed to her knees. Jidenna exploded. You're lying. She hasn't remembered everything yet. Oh, she will, Adana said, stepping closer. But let me help. She snapped her fingers. One of her men grabbed Zara's arm. Jidenna lunged forward. Leave her alone. But the man punched him across the face, sending him to the ground. Mama Nkechi rushed forward. Touch that girl again and God will punish you. Adana ignored her. She knelt in front of Zara. You were supposed to disappear forever. You were the evidence of your mother's betrayal. What betrayal? Zara cried. Adana leaned close. Your father married your mother first. I was the second wife. But when your mother became pregnant again, your father planned to give everything to her children. Her voice hardened. I removed you so my own child would inherit. Mama Nkechi's knees buckled. Jidenna's eyes widened. His voice cracked as he whispered, Your own child? Adana stood proudly. Yes, my son, the first male, the heir. His name is... But the gate burst open. A messenger from the NGO rushed in, sweating and holding a paper. Are you Jidenna and Zara? They told me to bring the results urgently. He stopped when he saw the strangers. But Jidenna snatched the envelope. His hands shook uncontrollably. Zara crawled towards him, sobbing. Open it, please. He tore the seal, pulled out the paper, read it again. His breath vanished. Mama Nkechi whispered, What is it, my son? Jidenna's voice broke. She's my sister. Zara let out a cry so deep it cracked the air. Mama Nkechi grabbed her chest. Madame Adana's face fell. For the first time, fear entered her eyes. You're lying, she hissed. Jidenna lifted the paper with trembling hands. Matching DNA, 99.98%. Zara is my sister, my father and mother's child. His voice was shaking with rage and heartbreak. Zara sobbed into her palms. All this while, I had a family, and someone tried to erase you. Mama Nkechi wept, hugging her tightly. The confrontation. Madame Adana stepped back. No, I killed your mother to protect my son's future. I paid people to take the baby. That child should not exist. Jidenna snapped. You murdered my mother. She was in my way. Zara screamed and rushed at her. But Jidenna held her back. You stole me because you are jealous, Zara cried. Adana scoffed. You would have taken everything from my son. Your son, Jidenna shouted. Your son is the one who caused all this. Adana's lips tightened. Yes, my son, my precious son. I did it all for him. The messenger quietly added, Sir, her son is actually one of the board members supporting this DNA program. If he finds out what she did, she will go to prison. Adana froze. You wouldn't dare, she whispered. Zara stood tall, tears burning her cheeks. You stole my life. Now I will take your truth. The ending. The police arrived moments later. Madame Adana was arrested, screaming that she did everything for her child. The men were taken away too. When the compound finally became quiet, Jidenna held Zara close. Zara sobbed into his chest. I didn't know you were my brother," he whispered into her hair. "You're safe now. Nobody will ever take you again." Mama Nkechi hugged them both. "Your mother can rest now. Her children are together again." For the first time since she arrived, Zara felt whole. Her memory slowly returned. The crying woman in her dreams, the warm arms, the voice calling her name. It had been her real mother all along. Zara closed her eyes and whispered, "Mommy, I'm finally home." And under the Lagos sunset, two siblings, separated by darkness, were reunited by destiny.